Sorry, you were probably wanting an ASMR video, right? Well, I was too busy playing Raid Shadow Legends. Guys, what is there to be said about Raid that you guys haven't already heard as of yet? Raid Shadow Legends is a free-to-play game for Android mobile computer, for iPad, for Android, for whatever you want, really. And today, I'm here to showcase with you Sir Galaroth, the Guardian of the Arcane Keep. Unlike most of the other Potion Keep bosses, Sir Galaroth is actually a pretty nice guy, to be honest with you. He's sort of like a paladin. He's tasked with protecting arcane knowledge, so only the worthy can use it. Literally, he's responsible for guarding the arcane potions, and he is also checking to see if you are worthy of getting your hands on them. I had an absolute blast with this boss fight. I found it really challenging as well, but it was also very rewarding when I was able to conquer him. He's actually one of the more straightforward boss battles in Raid. His main mechanic is his basic attack. It deals a lot of extra damage to any champions without buffs, so your mission is to keep your AoE buffs on your team at any costs. And so much is going on in Raid this month. They have a special event every day with a bunch of awesome new champions, and the brand new Guardian Ring that gives you a load of new ways to use your champions. And at the start of December, Raid is also releasing one of its biggest, most anticipated features ever. So what are you waiting for? You should get Raid Shadow Legends. It's actually free, and you can even maybe play with me. You can join my clan, which is cool. All you have to do is hit the link in the description down below or scan the QR code right here. New players will get access to the epic hero Jonaru, who is amazing in the Doom Tower. You'll also get 200,000 silver, 1 experience boost, an energy refill, and the 1 ancient shard, so you can summon on awesome champions as soon as you get into the game. Jonaru looks absolutely cracked and looks really awesome by the trailer, so hopefully you guys will enjoy it. All of these rewards that I was just mentioning can be found towards the top right of the screen, as indicated by this arrow right here. You can go ahead and recover those rewards, and I can't wait to see you in there. A huge thanks to Raid for sponsoring today's video and for supporting the ASMR community. And with that said, let's get into the video. Well, hello there, please. Come on in, come on in. Get yourself seated, make yourself at home. It's great to see you. That's all good. Oh, my name is Dr. Jojo, by the way, and I will be your dentist for this evening. Great. Well, again, thank you for coming in at this hour. I know you were incredibly busy with whatever it was you were doing, but what do we have here? It seems like your teeth are in quite the banged up shape, to say the least. I haven't really seen a condition like this before. Do you mind if I just inspect it quickly with some of my tools? Great, great. Okay, I'm just gonna take a little bit of a look here with my light. Just get a little bit of a closer look at that. Yeah, it does seem like we have some sort of severe infection, to say the least, on the teeth, on the enamel, and it looks pretty serious, but no worries. This is, you know, after all, at the end of the day, what I'm supposed to do, and it's in my expertise. Yeah, so I think what we'll do for today's session is just try to remove all of the gunk that is built up on your enamel, on your teeth, all the plaque, all of the potential bacterial infection, and if possible, we can maybe even replace your teeth. Yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Okay, cool. So, before I, get into this, I think it's just a good idea to go ahead and show you some of the tools that I'll be using for this evening's session. Just some of the tools that I'll be using for the examination and for any work that I'll be doing. Okay, cool. So again, the first object that I'll use is my light, and this will just give me a very close and clear, view of the teeth, of what's on the teeth, around the gums. So that will be very helpful. I will also be using my rear little mirror here, so this just gives me some angles to be able to capture any harder to get angles, especially behind those molars. It'll also be good for getting behind some of the wisdom teeth as well, which sometimes can be a bit tricky to see from my point of view, so that's where this guy comes in. We of course have a couple toothpicks. So these picks are very, very good at with just trying to take out some of that plaque and some of those buildups that are maybe a little more challenging to get out. So don't worry, it's totally painless, it won't hurt at all, and if anything, we'll be cleaning those teeth. And finally, the last couple ones I have is just a little tweezer. And so this will be really good with just trying to pluck out some of those more finer particulates. I also have another pair of tweezers here. And that will also be very helpful for the extraction part. But that is pretty much all of the tools I'm going to be using for this evening's checkup, clean, and maintenance. Are there any questions that you have whatsoever? Okay, cool, great. Well, let's get straight into it, shall we? So, my method of work, my process is I'm just going to work my way from back to middle to back. Just take out any of that gunk, and then from there we can remove any of those rotten teeth. Great. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here is just try to inspect some of those molars, because it seems like that's where a lot of work needs to be done. So what I'm going to start off by doing is, okay, so the first thing I'm just going to be doing is taking a look at those molars, because that seems to be where the most amount of work needs to be done, right? Okay, cool. So let me just take a look at those molars. Okay, yeah. So I'm just going to mirror here, just take a little bit of a peek. Okay, great. Alright, so let's just get straight into it. I'm going to grab these tweezers, and all I'm going to do is just hold this down, don't worry, and we're just going to pluck out some of this gunk from the teeth. And I'm going to be using a couple different tools during this, so if you have any questions, feel free to just tap me, and we can take this out of your mouth and you can ask. So I'm just going to start on my way. Okay. So all I'm doing is just trying to work my way around the molars. There we go. Just that. Fabulous. That comes right out just like that. We get a little bit extra on the side there. Alright, I'm just going to place that down there. So we're going to work our way through each tooth. Okay, and I'm just going to get a little bit right there on this side. Great. So we have some really stuck down in there. Fantastic. And it just flies right off the tooth. So that means your case isn't so severe, which is good. One of the things that can be a bit worrying when you have a tooth infection is the fact that it doesn't just end in the tooth. If the infection is really bad, it can go through the root of the tooth and enter the rest of the immune system. And so the last thing we want is a toothache turn into a more serious sickness or infection or disease which affects other parts of the body, because it's all connected at the end of the day. So if we can handle what's going on in the mouth while it's still not too serious, that way we lower the risk of potential further infection to the rest of the body. Okay, so I'm just gonna work my way around the teeth. There we have this sucker right here. I'm gonna try to dig out some of that that's been trapped inside. There we go. Alright, see if I can just scoop that right up, just like that. Alright. Starting to collect this. Alright, I'll place that there. Let's keep making our way around the molar here. Okay, just try to really pick this out. It's quite deep. So you have some just little cavities. That's okay. Nothing too crazy. Okay. There we go. There's some right there. Okay, now I just need to take a little bit of a closer look to see on from those first two. Yep, those are looking much cleaner. Okay, I'm gonna grab out my tweezers here and just go in and try to. Yeah, there's a big chunk right there. Okay, great. There goes that. Okay, so we're just gonna keep on making our way. Try to just dissect this big part right here, one by one. That's all part of the job, isn't it? So take that off bit by bit. Alright, how are we feeling? How you doing? Okay, alright, just let me know if you need a break or anything whatsoever. It's I know it can be a little bit tiring to have your mouth open for that long. Okay. Here we go, there's a big chunk right there. Place that there. Alright. Try to get this part right here. Alright. Okay. Better rip this part off. Okay. Alright, very good. Pretty much. There we go. Alrighty, so this chunk is all just from the mouth and parts of the side of the teeth. Pretty crazy, right? So let me just take a little bit of an inspection, okay? The side's looking a bit better. There is quite a lot, unfortunately, that is under the tooth directly. So whilst we've been able to get rid of the majority, and whilst it might look seemingly very clean, there's actually quite a lot under there, which we're going to need to take out as well. But first, let me just go ahead and check up on the other side here before we get into that. So, I'm just going to... Right there, see? Okay, and this... Alright, so... Take another little rear look behind those wisdom teeth. Alright. Okay. Alright. And quick little check behind. Okay. So, with that all done, I think now it's about time we perform the tooth extraction. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, loosen your teeth up. Some of these teeth will be a little more difficult to take out than others, and some will just come out very easily. So... Alright, let's start plucking these suckers out one by one. Let's start with this. And so as you can see, as I was saying, there's a lot more that's trapped under the teeth. We'll get to those, don't worry. Go. Okay. This one should just come out like that. Great. Just removing these teeth. So you can see, because they're so easy to remove, it shows and is indicative of, frankly, how bad of the condition they were in, but that's okay. We'll replace these teeth, no worries. This one looks a little more stubborn. I might just have to, pluck that one out. Okay. Okay, just removing these teeth one by one. Okay. You can see this tooth has a little bit of gunk on it, so we'll make sure to clean that part of the cavity out. Okay. Last two right here. And lucky lost. Just gonna pop right out. Alright. Alrighty, so as you can see there's still quite a little bit of gunk in there. So let me just quickly inspect that. Yeah, we're gonna have to clean some of that out. So we're gonna use our tweezers here, and I'm just gonna remove these little specks, because this is where the infection can really be potentially harmful. Because when it's under the gums, that's when it can seep into the rest of the nervous system and body. So we're just gonna clean that out. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let me just quickly inspect each tooth. Yep, that one's good. Okay, C5 is good. A4 is good. Alright. Oh, this one down there. Gonna have to use a pick for that. You can see right there. There we go, right there. Now it's really important that we get rid of all traces of infection, so that way we reduce the chances of it coming back, really. Okay. Just a little bit of stuff here. Alright, great. I think we are ready to now re-implement your new set of teeth. So I'm going to, one by one, slowly just... Okay, there's one. There's number two. I think it was frankly a success. You've been a great sport. Yeah, well, thank you so very much for being so easy to work with. I truly do appreciate it. So, if you enjoyed your extraction here and cleanup, make sure you give our clinic a thumbs up. And, yeah, recommend us to your friends. And subscribe to our newsletter. That would be greatly appreciated as well. Well, with that said, enjoy your new ZFT that looks great. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Good night.